We have visiting in our home and studio here of Channel 6 in Muleshoe, Texas today. Three lovely ladies. Debbie Wium, who lives out in the Lazbuddie community, and her precious daughter, Madeline. How old's Madeline?
She is 10 months.
10 months old and growing. And you have another daughter, Debbie.
Yes, Delinda.
Delinda is how old?
5.
And where does she go to school?
In Lazbuddie.
She goes to school at Lazbuddie. And you have a guest visiting in your home right now. Introduce us to her.
This is my sister-in-law, Frances, and she is visiting from South Africa.
From South Africa. And where are you originally from, Debbie?
South Africa.
Africa, a transplant South African right here in West Texas. And now, Frances, you've been here several times.
Yeah, it's my second time visiting.
I've met you both times then.
Yes, good. That's correct.
And so your brother is Manie.
Yes, my brother's Manie Wium.
And where is he working?
D&M Farms. Outside Muleshoe.
And they've lived in the area for quite a while, haven't they?
Yes, correct. 11 years, if I'm correct.
11 years, is that right, Debbie?
We've been here 5 years in Muleshoe.
In Muleshoe area, 5 years, and then before that in Friona area, I believe. Right?
Yes, that's correct.
Now, what do you do in South Africa?
I'm at the moment actually working on Royal Caribbean cruise ships. So I just go for vacations back home in South Africa. Yes.
And so you're headed to South Africa later this week?
Yeah, on Wednesday I'm flying out to South Africa.
And so you work for Royal Caribbean. How long have you had that position?
This is my third contract going on for Royal Caribbean Cruise Lines.
And now when will you go back to work?
In March, late March.
Late March. Can I go with you?
You're more than welcome.
I'll sneak into your suitcase, okay?
Yes, you can come visit me.
Thank you, Frances. Now, where in South Africa do you live?
Basically in Kroonstad. My mom lives there. It's in the Free State, mid-South Africa.
And so, is that where Manie grew up too?
Yes, we all grew up in a small town as big as Muleshoe. It's called Ventersburg.
Oh my, what an interesting name.
Yes.
And so did you go to school there?
Yes, in the primary school I went into Ventersburg, and Kroonstad I went to high school.
And so after high school, what did you do, Frances?
I went to college in Bloemfontein. I started a hairdressing career, and from there I went working in Bloemfontein, and then I started going to cruise ships. I left cruise ships in 2006. I went to England for 2 years. Then I went back to South Africa, and I worked there for 3 years in Bloemfontein as well. And then in 2011, I started going back to Royal Caribbean as a hairdresser again. So this is my second consecutive cruising on Royal Caribbean this time.
And so now you work in the salon then on the ship?
Yes, the salon is a full-base spa with a salon, massage therapist, acupuncture, spa doctors. Everything is included. Full facility of fitness center. Yes, we have everything in a cruise ship.
And so you are a beautician in the salon, right?
Yes.
And you don't do the massages?
I don't do the full body massages. We have mini massages, but mainly hairdressing, and also we do barbering, which is a men's packages we do, and then teeth whitening is a cosmetic service we do.
Oh, really? Do you do the teeth whitening?
Yes, I do the teeth whitening.
Oh, how neat. So now, if I came on your cruise in March, well, tell me if I got the top package in the beauty salon portion, not the massage and everything, and I wanted the whole thing. Maybe I even wanted a color. How much would it cost?
It will be approximately, if you do cut, color, blow dry, we will work out around about in $150.
$150?
Yes. We have a 15% service charge that goes on top of that. It's all depending. We do the Brazilian blowouts as well on board, which is
come back. Yeah, what is it?
it's an express blowout that helps for frizzy hair. That treatment goes $299, and it helps your flyaway hair, frizziness, and all that. Makes your hair nice and soft and easy to handle.
And so that'd be nearly $200.
Yeah, that'd be $200.
Now, you said a service charge. Well, now what about a tip on top of that? Would you get a tip?
Yes, we do get occasionally a tip on top of that. Everything is more than welcome.
And so, what's the largest tip you ever got?
$160.
Oh,
yes.
my. Can I borrow some money?
No, it was one guy that came in more than 3 times to me. In total, he gave me $160 with everything. So yeah, but he came every day to see me and all that. So it was really nice, and it's all depending on people that how they enjoy yourself as personality. So
sure, that's right.
That's what we do.
How many beauticians are there in your salon?
In the salon, we only 2 hairdressers and one nail technician. Totally in the spa we're currently was 17 total with the manager.
And so now tell me about the spa portion. What all do they do in the spa?
We do full body massages. We do hot stone massages, bamboo. They actually have a bamboo stick that they heat up and they massage you with that. It's more deeper pressure. We have Thai poultice. It's a Thai and Chinese herb that they Thai bolt on the body. Also, there is regular massages. We have basically everything. Facials, La Therapy, Hydrolift facials. We work with the Alamus Pro Collagen facials. And then we have also acupuncture on board. My ship that I had currently didn't have the acupuncture. We were a smaller spa. But on all the other cruise ships, we have acupuncture and medi-spa doctors. So we fully...
A real spa doctor.
Yeah, a medi-spa is for Botox. Yeah, it's Botox, yes. Restylane and all that for all the lines and everything all the people is getting. So, yeah, we can help with that as well.
So, you can help with almost anything.
Yes, I can, almost.
And even take some money from them.
We like some money.
Don't you? So, now... where do you actually sleep on the ship when you're working?
My cabin was currently on deck 4 in the front of the ship. Not the best room, but it was my room. It was a lovely room. Lived next to the anchor, so all the anchor was dropping in my room. It was very loud, but if I heard it, I knew I was late for work. So,
how many hours would you work normally a day?
12 hours.
12 hours
yes,
you would work. So, do you get to sleep 12 hours?
Yeah, we do get sleep in, but we also have our own crew area, which is our crew bar, really? And we have our dining rooms and everything that's just for the crew. But we're more than welcome to go into the guest areas and enjoy the guest entertainment and everything. So the only thing that we're not allowed on the cruise ship is basically go into guest cabins.
I see.
But we can enjoy the rest, the ice skating, the theaters we have on board, all the different signature restaurants and everything. So yeah, it feels like a holiday when we're on there. So it's excellent. I love it. I really do.
So now tell me the different places. Now on the first cruise that you ever worked on, where was it to, that cruise?
It was actually out of Galveston, Texas.
Really?
Yes, we did. That was 2006. We did Galveston, Texas. We had Cozumel, Mexico. We had Belize, Costa Maya, Costa Rica, Jamaica, and Key West.
Now, was that the cruise that my friend John and Joe Blackwell, Fiona and Bovina were on?
Yes, I met them on there. They actually came and visited on the ship for me. They brought me some presents that my brother sent me, so that was very nice meeting up.
Because at that time, Debbie, your sister-in-law, was working right for Joe Blackwell in a nursing home in Fiona.
That's correct, yes.
So that was neat, wasn't it?
It was lovely meeting up with them and knowing actually where my brothers and sister are. And they're lovely people. I met them the previous time. I didn't see them this time. But Mr. John Blackwell, excellent man.
And so now, you hadn't been to this area at that time in 2006, right?
No. In the beginning of this year was the first time. Yes.
And so now, so you never visited them except at Lazbuddie, right?
Yes.
That's right. So now, what was the second cruise?
The second cruise was in 2011, which was out of Puerto Rico, San Juan. We did a lot of Caribbean islands. And then we went also to the Mediterranean. So there's a lot of places. We almost did 20 places, which was Caribbean was San Juan, Puerto Rico, St. Croix, Aruba, Curacao, St. Lucia, Antigua, St. Croix. Yes, I think that's it. And then Mediterranean, we went to Madeira, Portugal. We went to Lisbon, Portugal. We went to Malaga, Spain, Valencia, Spain, Genoa, Spain, La Spezia, Spain. We also went to Rome, Pisa, Florence. We went to a French island, which is Ajaccio. And we did Gibraltar, which is England and Spain together. Yes, I think that's all around that we went to.
And so, do you get to request a certain cruise that you work on, or do they just place you?
They place us in a way, but we can put our preferences first, and it's all about dates and everything. So we prefer taking the earliest dates again. So. I've been on vacation now. I'm going to be on 4 months vacation now, which is a long time, but at least I can take care of myself. I don't have anything to spend back home. So, yes, I can do that at least.
And so, do you get paid monthly, or for one cruise just get paid, or how do they pay you?
It's all about commission. And yeah, so if you work and you get the commission, and then your tips work in for it as well. So then you save up, and you don't get paid when you're back home. So yeah, the 9 months we work and we save up a little bit so we can go on vacation.
Sure. And so when you start to work back on the cruise, it'll be Royal Caribbean, right?
Yes, I can go across the fleet, any cruise ship, but I prefer Royal Caribbean. So yeah.
Now, why?
I like the way they work with the crew members, and I like the way how they do vacation with the guest on board. It's excellent service and excellent customer service that we give. I prefer them 100%.
So where are you going when you go out in March?
I'm off to the Splendor, but I might change still my mind. But Splendor is the one I'm on for 25 of May. So yeah, so far it's going to be Splendor.
Now, what do you mean it's going to be Splendor?
Splendor of the Seas is a cruise ship.
But where's it going? That's what
it's going to go to Venice, Croatia, Turkey, Uruguay, and Brazil.
Oh, how wonderful. And you'll be out how long?
That will be 7 to 9 months again.
And so that's the average, right? Time out.
Yeah, 7 months is your short contract, 9 months is your longer contract. But I prefer doing 9 months and then I go home for a long vacation and go back. So, yeah.
So back in South Africa, besides your mother, family-wise, do you have any other relatives there who you'll be seeing?
Yes, my brother. He's just older than me. He's the middle brother. he's living in Pretoria. It's 2 hours drive from us. I'm flying into his town. And then he's getting married soon, so we're going to have a all family get together.
Okay. That's wonderful. What is his name?
Graham.
Graham.
Yes.
And so now, I don't guess Manie and Debbie and their girls will get to go to the wedding.
No, unfortunately not. It's too far for them.
It's more than next door.
Yes, a long flight.
What's the difference between West Texas and where you live in South Africa? What's the biggest difference?
I think that there's actually nothing around their house. It's just flatlands. You need to drive somewhere to actually go to people. But otherwise, not much. Where I grew up is very similar. But
weather-wise, similar or not?
We've got 4 seasons, so we have all the different seasons going around. So weather, not really 100%. Yes, I can't really say. The biggest thing is, I think, the people, especially coming from a cruise ship with seeing 2,000 people every day and then coming to them and you might see a car go around.
And how's the economy in your area of South Africa?
The economy, I don't really go into the economies because there's not much going around for me. Small town where we grow up, so it's always go to a city to make your money and everything. Yeah.
And in that small town, like we would go to United to buy our groceries. Where would you go in your small town in South Africa?
We call it Pick and Pay or Checkers.
Checkers. And would we find the comparable food there as you would here?
Yes, but we've got most likely our shopping centres, like Checkers and Pick and Pay is more about just food. It's not just everything in one place.
Right.
So you need to go to different places to go buy clothes and all that.
Sure.
Over here you can go into Walmart and you get everything there.
And Walmart's there.
No, we might get it. They're actually talking about it to bring it into South Africa, but not yet.
Not yet. But now, the place that you have been on, working on your cruises so far, which place did you enjoy the most? Which was the most beautiful and enjoyable to dock in?
Oh, there's so many. Everything has a different thing that is nice about the islands. My favorite islands in the Caribbean was Curacao, and also Nassau was lovely, and Cozumel. There was not much in Cozumel, but I like the just island style that's going around in Cozumel. Beautiful people that I met as well in Cozumel.
Now, do you get to go on shore ever, or do you have to stay on the ship?
No, we do get our off days, half days off, and then we get to explore the islands and everything. So it's not that, it's not that we are chained into the ship the whole time.
And so, how many average crew members are there on a ship normally?
Depending, it's the small ships is around about 800 to 900, and then your bigger ships can take up to 2,500.
So it can be a little town or a large town.
Yes, a large town. Our biggest ship in the fleet takes around about 5,600 guests, and then your crew members will be 2,500. So it's a big, it's massive.
And so, have you ever been on a ship when you felt like you were in danger, weather-wise, or something mechanical go wrong?
No, not really. The captain will always keep us safe. But with Hurricane Sandy, there was the big swirls going around.
And so, where were you when Sandy came through?
We were in Port Canaveral. We were docked. We couldn't go out of harbour because of the wind was too high, and we went out on the Sunday. We had a cruise to nowhere, but the swells were up to 15 meters, so it was massive.
Yes.
But we weren't in danger or anything like that.
So you went on a cruise to nowhere. Did you come back then to Florida?
Yes, we did come back there.
Because it was safer for the ship than to be in port?
Yes, but because we couldn't go to islands because it was a 3-day cruise only, so we had only 1 day to go somewhere. So we just went to nowhere. So Yeah.
So the ship was already loaded with passengers.
Yes, we were loaded with passengers. Some didn't do the cruise
Yeah.
because they were close by home, so they just went off and they decided to take another cruise later on stage. Yeah. But otherwise, you will never be in danger on the ship. Mm.
Well, we have really enjoyed our visit with Frances Wium. She's here in Muleshoe area, actually out in the Lazbuddie community, visiting her brother and her sister-in-law. Debbie, well, Debbie's not the brother. Debbie's the sister-in-law. Manie and Debbie Wium and their precious little daughters. And we hope you'll come back to see us.
For sure, I'm going to come as soon as my next contract's finished.
Good. And Frances Wium is from South Africa, but she has just come back from a delightful cruise where she works with Royal Caribbean, and right ahead of her is a trip back home to South Africa to visit, and then off again on the ship where she's a hairdresser. Thank you, Frances.
Thank you very much. It's a pleasure being here.